Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Ajay American Vlogs. And today vlog is very special because I'm exploring Lafayette, Louisiana with my American friend Hunter. And so today I'm going to show you the culture, downtown, and the real life of this beautiful city. And Lafayette is actually heart of Cajun culture. And as an immigrant from India, it is very interesting for me to explore these places. And also you can see today weather is rainy and I'm waiting for Hunter right now. So we will start vlog. Let's go. So guys, Hunter is coming and then we will start vlog. Let's go. So guys, he is a hunter who grew up here in Lafayette and he going to show us beauty of this city.
Yeah.
What's up, Hunter?
What's up, y'all? Yeah, right. I just picked up AJ from his apartment. Right now we're on Pinhook. Pretty big road in Lafayette. It's pretty narrow. Um,
So what you going to show us first?
I think the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to downtown Lafayette. It's probably about 5 to 10 minutes from where AJ stays. It's only a few minutes from where I stay. They have a marathon today, the Zydeco marathon that people are running. 26-mile race. Me and AJ were talking. It's probably 30 to 35 kilometers.
It's a lot, bro. 35
Yeah,
kilometers.
it's a lot, and they run all around the city. They start in downtown and by UL's campus and the All Center. But we might see some runners.
Definitely, bro. It's interesting. So guys, right now we are going to downtown and let's see there. And you can see outside view.
Got a nice Cajun restaurant right there. Bonton Grill. It used to be Blue Dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Cajun restaurant, and there's like some famous painting series by a guy from here, George Rodrigue, and he painted a bunch of blue dogs in various
So
situations.
what means to you Cajun culture?
I mean, Cajun culture. It's it's almost hard for me to separate at times because I've always lived here. This is the only place I've lived. But I think really it's family, both blood family, blood relation, and like chosen family. Uh, a lot of focus on food.
Yeah, I heard about Cajun food. So
Yeah,
what do you most like? If someone come in Lafayette, what you will recommend they need to be try?
I think that if you want Cajun food, the best. I think if you want like home like the best Cajun food you can get, you generally want to go to someone's house. Like I would
Really?
take someone to like my parents for my parents to go cook or a friend. The restaurants are good Cajun food a lot of times, but it's not as good as like home cooking in my opinion. You
Yeah,
know?
definitely. Yeah, I heard about most of like everybody recommend me like you have to try gumbo.
Yeah, gumbo, and it might be some bias, pretty much everyone that I know, their favorite gumbo is like the one their parents cook. It might be
Mm-hmm.
because like nostalgia. And there's some restaurants with some good gumbo, but I think typically it's like the best Cajun cooking is like when a friend makes it, or someone's mom, someone's grandma makes it,
Yeah. And somebody told me like that Cajun culture like comes from like a French influence, right?
Yeah, yeah. So the Cajuns or comes from the Acadians, that they were French people who lived in Nova Scotia and now Canada. France owned Nova Scotia, and then uh, they sold it to the English, and the Cajuns, the Acadians who lived there, were Catholic, French Catholics,
Mm-hmm.
and the English government, English king, didn't want them to wanted them to be like, I think, part of the Church of England, change their religion, and they didn't want to, so they got kicked out of Nova
Mm-hmm.
Scotia, and they found their way around the eastern United States to Louisiana, because they heard there was uh, French-speaking people in Louisiana and it had a French name.
So, like we went last time in Mardi Gras, that influence of French, right?
Right.
I got you.
Yeah, there's a lot of influence of French. My my last name is Harrington, which is an English last name, but on my mom's side, uh, her surname is Saunier, spelled Sonnier, and it comes from a Acadian
Mm-hmm.
last name with French roots. My grandfather, my mom's dad, like traced back like the Acadians who left Nova Scotia, our ancestors that came to Louisiana and
So,
came to
like
Lafayette.
you speak French, like in your family, like in Louisiana, like most of people speak French or not?
No, no. I would say no, and it's kind of sad. What's kind of interesting about that is like my all my grandparents
Mm-hmm.
grew up speaking French. My living grandmother, her first language was Cajun French. Cajun's the dialect. It's a little bit different than like Parisian French, but like she could probably she should be able to go to Paris and be able to like communicate, you know,
Mm-hmm.
with people who speak French there. But so that it's kind of died out. I haven't really like my grandparents did not teach my parents French. They
Mm-hmm.
used it kind of as like a secret language to like kind of not tell, like keep shit from the kids and stuff. Um, and then like in school, Cajun French and stuff, the language has kind of died to an extent.
So, like nowadays, like in America or in Louisiana, like they teach like French. Like you can take any like course, so you can learn French.
Yeah, you can take French, but it has about just as much like weight put on it as Spanish. You know, there's an elementary school in Lafayette that has a French immersion program, but we also have uh, they also have schools with Spanish immersion programs and stuff. There is a little more focus on French probably because there's one school that's like all French speaking, and you learn French if you can get your kids into.
But like if we talk about in Canada, like they preserve French. Like Montreal, they all speak like
Right.
French.
It's not like that. It's not like that here. It's kind of sad that it's not that it's kind of died out. You know, it kind of died with a lot of the two generations ago with the grandparents and stuff. And there is some things people trying to bring it back and stuff and uh but you know, it's not like everyone's speaking French.
That's really interesting,
But if you
Hunter.
look like even like the street signs, so many are in French. You know, Rue Principal West. I don't even know how to speak French. I took Spanish growing up. It's kind
Oh
of
yeah,
funny.
I've
That's St. John Cathedral. We're in downtown Lafayette right now.
it's a beautiful church, bro.
They got a French inscription below. I think it said it was built in 1821. It's a super super old Catholic church. Catholic elementary school right there too.
Right now we are walking out in downtown, and you can see this beautiful downtown. And
That's a really good restaurant.
uh,
It's like Spanish food, Spain.
uh-huh.
It's called Pamplona. They really do it up for holidays. They decorate for Halloween a lot and stuff. Christmas. It's really good food.
Hunter, you grow up here, so what make this city is special?
You can go in the United States that you'll see the exact same stuff across the country. You know, I think I love Lafayette because it has its own culture that's unlike anywhere else in the world, really. Even in like other places in the United States, even other countries, you'll hear about Cajun food. Uh, you hear about Mardi Gras maybe sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
gumbo, Zydeco music. Cajun, Creole, all that stuff is comes from here. You know,
Yeah,
that's
it's
Louisiana.
very interesting, you know. And for me, as an immigrant, it's helped me to learn American culture.
Yeah. And another thing too that I didn't really think about this, but there's a lot of local businesses in the United States. A lot of mom and pop, not in the United States, in Lafayette. A lot of mom and pop stuff. A lot of small entrepreneurs and locally owned businesses. And in a
Mhm.
way, that can be difficult because a lot of job stuff is networking and who you know. But it's kind of cool because it helps preserve like a unique culture too. In a way, it's got its pros and cons, but I think it's pretty cool. We got a lot of local stores, local shops, local things.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I hear some Cajun music. Yeah. We're in one of the parks right now. Parks on Lucy. A lot of times they'll put on like the fountains for the kids. They got a little jungle gym.
Yeah.
Then they have the Lafayette sign that they redecorate and they paint and stuff, different themes. And then what you're supposed to do is you go in the middle and do a Y.
Hmm. So guys, right now I met here some people who from Spain and they come here to visit United States. Let's speak with them. Hey guys,
Hello.
hello. You like it United States?
Yeah, we've been here for more than 1 year now, and
Uh,
we're really happy to be here. We've been living in Louisiana all this time, and
so
we love this Louisiana culture. We like a lot, and
The food.
people has treated us very well. We like the most that I like here is the people.
Yes.
Honestly,
so you like it here Cajun food?
I love Cajun food. We love
Yeah.
beignet,
Oh,
gumbo.
yeah.
We've tried gumbo a few times already.
Yeah.
Chambalaya, crawfish. Now it's crawfish season, so we are about to go to some restaurant.
If you like beignets, best beignet spot is Ema's, EMA''S.
Yeah.
Best beignets in Lafayette.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll try
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's by the mall, kind of. Yeah.
So which place you will recommend to people if they visit Spain? So they would like to visit, you know?
In Spain, I'm from the south, so I have to recommend the south area because it's because of the good weather. People is really, they enjoy the street a lot. They go outside. They enjoy life outside, and also food is great. You have sun almost 365 days per year. So great beaches. You have mountains. You can do everything.
Alhambra.
So for me, and Granada is the place where I studied, where I was at college there. So I recommend that.
Granada is like a city, like
Granada is like a city, yeah. It's one of the Muslim cities in Spain. There's a huge, very famous Muslim palace, and you can visit that. This is the most popular historical monument in Spain,
Wow.
and that's really beautiful. I've been there a lot of times.
Wow, that's awesome.
Some part of my family is from there too, so I recommend Granada.
Yeah.
But you can go to Seville, Cordoba, Cádiz,
Yeah, a lot of
Malaga. Everywhere is nice. Jaén is nice too. So all the southern region of Spain is good.
Yeah, I want to go to
Yeah.
Spain now. And y'all came in town from Lake Charles to run the you ran the half marathon,
Yeah.
the Zydeco in Lafayette.
Yeah, just this morning.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of rain, but we did it. So
Yeah, and y'all ran like here, downtown, oil center, went all around.
yeah,
huh?
all around the city. It was
Yeah.
very nice.
Third-
The full marathon was a double loop.
Yeah.
But I just did the
which guys if you go Spain, so you can visit Granada.
Yeah.
So they are very nice people here. Nice to meet you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
you so
y'all.
much.
Thank y'all. Nice
Okay,
to meet
guys.
y'all. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you for the picture. How you doing?
So this is the downtown area, guys, and you can see.
Coffee shops, a lot of restaurants, bars. It's been a while since I've walked right here. There's always like a few different businesses. Wow. The guy caught, and on right here on Saturday nights and Friday nights, with there's a everyone from out of town, like nearby areas like New Iberia, Karen Crow, all the different places. So you visited like Sunset, Scott, Karen Crow, Grand Coteau. Uh, all those cities are still Acadiana. Like Acadiana's like the informal region. You know, I mean, Acadiana, Acadia is it the place that was called Nova Scotia that the Acadians came. That's the Cajuns.
Mhm.
So this is Acadiana, and Lafayette, where we're at right now, is the heart of Acadiana.
Yeah.
But those small towns you went to are still Cajun towns, Acadiana towns. They're just smaller suburbs
Yeah.
of, you know. But this is the heart of it,
This city of like a heart of Cajun culture, guys.
right?
And you can see already this charm of this city.
In our
So,
nearby.
Hunter, is that true? Like here in America, like kids after 18, they move out from the parents' house and they do start on. Because in India, not like that, you know. We stay like a whole life with parents.
I think it's kind of some. It's not necessarily that every single person once you're 18 moves out, but I would say that is common. Uh, it's definitely not like how you said it is in India, and I've heard
Yeah.
that in school and stuff that it's like that. I think I'll just share my experience. When I turned 18, I lived with my parents for a little while. I went to school at UL in Lafayette. I lived with my parents for a little while. Uh, and then probably one and a half, 2 years into college, my grandfather passed away, and my cousin and I started living together in his house. So
So,
I
like,
moved out when I was like 20, still in college.
so it's not necessary to be like a move out after 18, right?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say. But also, it might be a little different here than other places in Louisiana because this is a college town too. We have a college, so it's financially responsible in a lot of ways for us. You know, like for me and a lot of people I grew up with, to go to college at UL, not have to pay or take out loans to live.
So, who take expenses? Like your parents pay for college or something?
My parents paid for college, but most people take out loans. I grew up like upper middle class,
Mhm.
and I went to private schools and stuff, and I was fortunate enough that my parents paid for my school, but that's not the norm. You know, the norm is taking out loans to
I-
go to college, student loans.
Mhm.
That's the norm. Uh, most aren't situated to where.
So in India, if we have like education, higher education, and it doesn't matter, so parents pay for the whole education, whatever we're doing.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, like a lot of. I mean, but it kind of the. I don't know how it is in India, but kind of in the United States for the most part, it's like in high school and stuff. Most high schools in the United States are like college prep schools. Like the goal is generally for most people to go to college, and maybe
That's interesting.
it's not always. It's not. You know, there's a lot of pros and cons to that. My personal opinion is it's not always the best way for everyone to go to college because a lot of people end up getting degrees, getting a bunch of student loans, and then not really being able to make a significant amount of living with the degree that they have.
Also, Hunter, like in India, like when I was kid, we used to we play in street, like we play cricket in street. How like here when you were kid and how you play? Like mostly I saw that here people like play in parks.
I think it I think it really varies depending on where you live. Uh, like if you live in this downtown Lafayette or central Lafayette in this area, you're probably not really gonna be playing in the street. But if you live more in the country, like in Scott or Dusson or Carencro or in a safe neighborhood, yeah, you can play in the street. I know Elena, my fiance, she grew up on the south side of Lafayette, almost in like Youngsville, and she played outside a lot, barefoot. They had some
Mm-hmm.
horses in her neighborhood. Played in the street, rode her bike a lot. I think it varies, kind of where
Where you
exactly
live,
you grow
like
up.
in small town, you can see more people like playing on street and something.
Right.
But in big cities, it's hard to, you know.
Yeah, like probably like right here and like a little radius around here for a few miles, you're probably not gonna see much of that. But the further you go out from like this spot, the the more country it is generally, broad stroke, more rural, more playing in the street.
So if someone come to here, visit Lafayette, which restaurant and you will recommend they have to try here food?
Yeah, man, that's hard. I almost got locked up when the people from Spain and Venezuela had asked us where to eat because there's so much, like so many good restaurants, and there's a lot of different food. I think depends on what you want. If you want like Cajun food, I think it's probably best to eat like at your friend's some home cooked with for one of your friends who can cook it well, or your grandma or something, or your parent. If you want like Mexican food, they got a lot of good Mexican food trucks. If you want Tex-Mex, uh, this new place Sombreros opened up that's good. If you want sushi, they have really good sushi places. Osaka is really good. Um, the There's a restaurant and bar right by my house called Cafe Cottage that has a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot of good like burgers and quesadillas and wings, stuff like that. Beignet. There's a spot called Ema's by the mall that has really good beignets. I don't know if the beignets are as good as New Orleans. That's kind of up for debate, but they have really good beignets and breakfast food there. Got really good boudin like Billy's, Best Stop,
Oh yeah.
donuts.
Best of Boudin is too famous here.
Oh yeah, that's the courthouse.
That's the main courthouse, like Lafayette Parish, or
I don't know for sure, but I think so. Yeah, yeah.
so Hunter, where are you right now?
Right now, we are at the Geo Center of Lafayette. Right now in downtown Lafayette.
So this is the center of this city, right?
Center of the city.
Or state.
Not the state, center of the city, maybe the center of either Lafayette City or the center of Lafayette Parish. But yeah, we're at the center on Vermilion Street right now in downtown Lafayette.
That's really interesting,
Yeah.
bro. So guys, that's it for today, and if you're enjoying exploring Lafayette with us, so do subscribe, like and comment. See you in the next video.